Hey everyone, it's Melissa with the M Word. If you're new here, I am a homeschooling mom of 3 kiddos. I have a second grader, preschooler, and a tot school. So they're 7, 3, and 1. And we are an eclectic homeschooling family. This is just going to be a pretty chatty September update. So I'm combining my September read alouds with my September update because I've got a really huge list of videos coming out for you guys for Timberdoodle and some collaborations as well, and I had to combine these 2 videos for this month. So I am just going to get out of the gate right away. I went ahead and changed my hair color, so it is a reddish brown instead of blondish brown now. So there's that. I also broke my arm. So some of you, if you're not new here, you know that I work for the local town's farmers market. I volunteer there, and we were setting up, and apparently they're assuming college students stole the drain hole covers for the water line, and while we were setting up, I managed to fall in it. So my foot fell down through the drain pipe. Somehow I only ended up with bruises on my right side of my body, and I broke my left arm. So that's September so far. By the way, it is currently September 5th, so that happened on September 3rd. Like, we're barely into September, and that is new hair color and a broken arm. So our September read alouds, my daughter got this new book called Train Your Dog Now, and she's very excited. I told her that we would go ahead and add this to our read alouds. So we're just gonna go through one training or one chapter or one section until the dog knows that, and then we'll move on to the next one each time. So we probably won't go through this very quickly, and we will slowly train Chase to do all kinds of basic training things. So I haven't been through it too much. My understanding is it's the basics, it's the life skills, cooperative canine training, just for fun tricks, and trouble in paradise, so understanding behavioral problems, which so far Chase is pretty good. He's still kind of a puppy. I think he was born in February or March, so he's only a few months old yet. So he's kind of like in that stage where he's a puppy, but he's full grown basically, so he's still kind of jumping and being crazy. So some training would be very good for him anyway, so it's okay with me. The next thing on our reading list for this month is going to be Reptiles. We'll probably make it through this book in September. This is part of our Book Shark book, and this is Book Shark Science Level A, and this is book 2, and we will be doing Reptiles. We took last week off because we had the fair. I don't know if you can see way in the corner back there is my daughter's fair items. If I got pictures, I will plop them up for you guys to see. She did the local county fair. She's part of our local 4-H group, and she's a clover bud. She made a birdhouse, and she made the Erdo animals from the Timberdoodle kit that we got this year. I have a review I'll plop up here for you guys on that. She loved that so much. She actually made 4 Erdo animals for her 4-H, and she also made a bandana t-shirt with my mom for her 4-H project as well. So we did that last week, and she had also gotten bit by a bee. So I had it planned that we were going to do a very short week for school last week, but she got bit by a bee on Sunday, and by Monday her leg was like super swollen and super hot. So we ended up scrapping school because she was in the doctor's office every day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Her fair items had to be in by Tuesday. By Thursday and Friday, we were all so wore out and done that we didn't bother with school. Saturday, I went to the farmer's market and broke my arm. And then Sunday, she went to the fair and presented her fair items, and then they hung out at the fair for a while as well. We also, Friday, had gone and got groceries. I hadn't gotten groceries other than my husband running to town for the few things here and there. We hadn't got groceries in weeks. It was like 6-8 weeks since I had actually picked up a grocery haul from Walmart, but that's the closest town, or the closest store we have. We were way overdue for some groceries, so I picked that up. I actually picked up a ton of fresh fruits and vegetables because we planned on making soups and stuff with it, and now that I can't really cut anything properly, I don't know what we're doing. I just put in a new order for some like simpler, easy, just plop right into the oven items, so it's a little easier for my husband to try to help me keep up on stuff. But this is a whole new thing for me. I don't even know what I'm doing or how to do anything one-armed at this point. It's a struggle. Thankfully, I got my hair done today, so Rue, the lady who does my hair, she did the blowout so it would stay for a few days. Like I was saying, basically the first week of school was scrapped, and now with my arm, as we're learning how to function with one hand, I don't know how this coming school week is gonna go. So we were doing great with school. Everything was going perfectly. I have a How the Beginning of School collaboration coming up next week. And I'll go through more about how we are handling school, how we're planning school right now, and how that's working for us. But right now, the last 2 weeks have been just, this last week and this coming week, I don't know. I know last week I ended up getting scrapped, so I don't know what this week's gonna hold for us. But as I was saying, we did read 14 Cows last week. So 14 Cows for America. That was in my How Do We Teach 9/11 video, which I can link above for you guys to take a look at as well. And then we have planned on reading I Survived the Attacks of September 11th book. I'm hoping we'll still get that done because September 11th is just next week. So there is September 12th, We Knew Everything Would Be All Right book. I also go over this book in my video for How We Teach September 11th. We have Fireboat as well. It's part of our 9/11 study. We have the Arabian Nights. I got this one. I don't know if this is specifically the one that History Quest wanted me to use. We're supposed to be reading an Arabian Nights book. I don't think this is quite the one they wanted, but my library did not have the ones they had for options, so I just kind of picked up all the ones that they had. The other ones are really thick, and this is one of the smaller ones, but each of the stories in there are awfully wordy, so I guess we'll see how far we get along in this book and see if this will work or not. I did have the kids watch Aladdin last week. It's not quite the same thing, but it is similar to the story. So I did have them watch that with the understanding that, hey, it's not quite, oops, I bumped this thing, sorry. With the understanding that it's not quite what the Aladdin story actually is. The other books that we'll be reading this month are, my daughter picked up this History Comics, The Wild Mustang, Horses of the American West book. And it is a comic book style story, so we'll be reading that. And then she picked up Unicorn Day from the library as well. We own this book, so, but this one's the library's, so we'll read this for her as well. Those are the books that we'll be reading this month. I hope that kind of, I mean, it's a pretty chatty update. We've got a lot going on so far. My husband and I have our 6-year wedding anniversary next week. I don't know what we plan on doing for that. I know my kids are gonna hang out with Grandpa and Grandma. That is the gist of our September update. I don't know what this September is gonna hold for us so far. The next 2 weeks, or this last week and this week for sure, have been a little wonky. And I guess we'll see how the rest of September goes. I'll let you know in October how everything ended up going down. August went amazing. We got all of our schoolwork done. I'm loving the new system I'm using, and I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you guys with our How the Beginning of School Year collaboration that is next week. But if you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to help where I can. I appreciate any suggestions you might have for me. I love learning from you guys. If you like these kind of videos, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps me know which videos you like and don't like. And of course, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a ton and I really appreciate it. And as always, I'll talk to you guys next time.